Eh bien, salut à tous et à toutes, c'est Akane, et vu que la 2.3 est sortie, eh ben, on va faire la quête pionnière. Terrain non conquis. Continuer l'histoire à un endroit précis de l'hôtel Rêverie. Bon, je vais pas lire tout ça, parce que... il y a beaucoup. C'est parti. Je suis trop impatiente de faire la quête. J'attends ça depuis la fin de la 2.2, hein.
All this free time, why not make the most of it with a game?
One peach soul glad, shaken, not stirred. Why isn't that?
Oui. Je vais dans ma chambre. Il y a quelqu'un? Il y a personne. Tristesse.
Wake up! Wake up!
Non, j'ai pas envie de me réveiller.
Hey, wake up! The sun's frying your butt.
Le soleil va trop têter les fesses.
Are you okay? Can you hear me? I didn't hear a peep from your room, and it really freaked me out. What are you talking about? Are you still half asleep or something? The Order's dream is over. Even though it's been a day, I still break into a sweat when I think about it. Our trailblazing expedition almost ended in Penacony. I'm so jealous that you got a good night's sleep. I was traumatized and too scared to even close my eyes. I thought if I fell asleep...
J'ai dit bonjour au cerf.
They've already left, leaving this kind-hearted girl to wake you up. You owe her big time.
T'aurais pu me laisser ici. Hein.
The Stellaron was sealed while you were sleeping. The ordinary people in Penacony have no idea what happened. They just feel like something's missing from their memories.
You said they...
The family's official statement was like, the Charmony Festival was attacked by an unidentified Stellaron and came to a halt. Now, all the major lineages, except for the Oak family, are dealing with the aftermath. The family has invited the crew to the Radiant Feldspar as witnesses for an important meeting.
Attends, quoi? Feldspath... Rajouter des voyelles, s'il vous plaît, dedans.
Everyone's waiting for you, so hurry up and pack. We're leaving as soon as you're ready.
Mais oui, on va y aller. Oh, je suis trop contente. Pas aller à marche. Attendez, voilà, on va faire un RP. Hein.
After all this craziness, nothing is better than staying safe in reality.
Ça, c'était pas... Je vais les regarder, mais je les montrerai pas en vidéo. Parce que sinon, ça va être trop long. Tu vois, là, t'avais un choc-marre déjà. Ah, c'est... Oui, c'est bon, je sais. Oui, il y a le meilleur... PNJ. Waouh. Luciole! Firefly!
How extravagant. Just like Epsilon. How was it? Did it live up to your dreamscape expectations?
You already asked that when we first got here.
Yeah, and you said no back then. But after all this madness, I'd say you've grown fond of it. Just a heads up, you're still on the Bloodhound family's wanted list, so keep a low profile. And this time, it's Firefly in the picture, not Sam. That's gotta be a whole new experience for you, right?
Indeed. In Kafka's words, that's also a missing part of my life. Still, it'd be quite inconvenient if I can't move freely. Could you help me out, Silverwolf?
Il y a une grande différence de taille, hein.
I knew you'd say that. Don't worry. I've hacked all the systems and left no trace. Don't do anything that may draw attention, and don't talk with guards. They might recognize you. Keep these 2 points in mind, and you can go wherever you want, unbothered.
Thank you.
No problem, Miss Samuel. I love this fake name.
Ça m'a fait saluer.
Now that we're done here in Penacony, what will you do in your free time? I hear the Genius Society is here. How about we go stir up some excitement?
En société des génies. Cool.
Well, you know, my script isn't over yet.
T'as de beaux yeux quand même, Firefly.
I didn't bring you back to hear an answer like that.
Je peux revenir pour entrer sur le
Don't worry. The script says that I'll experience 3 deaths, but also receive an unforgettable reward on the planet of festivities. How will I know if I don't try? All possibilities exist until the outcome actually happens, right?
You may not realize it, but you have a bad habit. Whenever you seem to be asking a question, you've already made up your mind, and no words will dissuade you. Anyway, Kafka asked me to pass on this message. If you see anything fabulous in Penacony, get one for me too. Just swipe my card, you know the pin.
J'aimerais bien voir quelqu'un me donne sa carte et que je fais un truc avec. J'aimerais trop.
She didn't specify anything, but I guess she means a dress, coat, sunglasses, or something else. You know better about fashion than I do.
Sure, I'll keep an eye out. There's tons of options at OT Mall. Do you think she'll like trinkets, like hair accessories or brooches?
Those sound more like something for young girls. Maybe you should keep them for yourself. Oh, by the way, Blade didn't explicitly say it, but I think he was trying to say something like, temptation will show up again in Penacony.
Got it. He was just worried about me. Relax, Silverwolf. You know me. I won't do anything crazy. I just want to wander around and see more of the world for myself. I want to buy some oatcake rolls. I've had a cake roll every day since I arrived in Penacony, from the first day to the last. But today, I'll buy 2 and give you 1. And if you don't like them, I'll enjoy double the pleasure. Or I can bring one to Kafka, as she never refuses. Or maybe I'll give it to Blade. That's not written in the script, right? But as you see, I have added new footnotes to my destiny.
On a le point de vue de Topaz. Pendant cette temps, à bord du truc là.
Welcome, Director Topaz. The family ambassadors are still inside making preparations, but the big boss hasn't arrived yet. It'll be a while before the conference starts, I'm afraid.
Bienvenue, bienvenue Madame Topaz, les représentants de la
Huh, quite a spectacle. The family really knows how to make things look impressive. I thought they would choose a more formal and low-key location for the conference. I didn't expect them to go with a luxury.
About this, Director. I've asked around. This airship, named the Radiant Feldspar, belongs to the Alfalfa family. This conference between the IPC and the family will have a direct impact on Penacony's future. Such an important event should have been held at it. The atmosphere here... it doesn't feel serious enough.
If I'm right, this conference is probably just a prelude. Whoever organized it wants to assess the IPC stance. This influential figure either has their own ambitions and wants to reach a preliminary agreement, or they plan to put pressure on us to make us back.
Oh, your mind is always so sharp, Director Topaz. And when the big boss arrives, please remind her to be caught.
Thank you for the reminder, but I don't think that will be necessary. When she's at the table, it's the others who need to be cautious.
C'est de... Comment ça s'appelle déjà? C'est de Jade dont il parle.
Just tell everyone on our team to stay focused on their tasks and not worry about the negotiations.
Oh, got it. I'll do it right away.
Oh, and one more thing. Don't call Miss Jade Big Boss in front of her, or there will be serious consequences. I mean, really serious.
Got it. Thank you for the reminder, Director.
Ah, putain, je n'ai pas peur à ce pauvre vieux. Ah! Attends, Comty! Non mais... de l'eau, moi. Ah,
Krypton fell right here. Just completely face planted.
Ah, ça... D'accord, ça bouge. Là, c'est fait. Ça fait aussi. Ça manque de thunes. Oh mais c'est trop bien. On va couper. Oh, il y a un coffre. Oh, il y a des cabines. C'est tourné aussi, donc ouais. Bien. Oh. Il y en a, il y a... Ça se ferme aussi. Oui. Bon, allez.
None of the important figures have arrived yet. Huh. Looks like the conference won't be starting for a while. Such a bustling place. I think I'll take a little walk around.
Bah oui, on va faire un petit tour. Trop mignon ce truc. Enfin, ce petit magoré, il est trop pipou.
Oh, are you hungry, Numby? Food in the dream.
Non, c'est tu peux pas lui poser tranquillement.
Numby!
Qu'est-ce qu'il y a?
Ooh, oops, not to your liking, huh?
Oh, ce cochon. Il aime pas. Oh, il y a des portes. Quoi? Oui, 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 j'arrive. C'est la seule raison pour laquelle je voulais Topaz, en fait. C'est la seule raison. Oui. Parce que un petit peu trouver les coffres. Juste ça. Oui, j'arrive. Oups. Ah, il y a un truc là-bas. Mais ça, je le ferai plus tard.
Watch your friends at the IPC. Don't you dare embarrass me.
Il y en avait un en bas. Attention. C'est tout en haut. Non mais il y en avait en bas. Hein. D'accord.
Oh, free
Oui,
stuff.
j'arrive. Je vais en profiter. Je vais en profiter. Hein. Bon. Oh, vache. Il est utile. Il est où? Je crois qu'en fait, il y en avait un autre en haut, mais je l'ai pas vu. Du coup,
Hard work pays off.
je l'ai perdu. Bref. On va écouter.
So many buttons.
Qu'est-ce
How many centuries would it take to press them all?
Enfin oui, mais justement, non, faut pas appuyer dessus. Hein, non.
Huh. Didn't expect those pooches to actually recycle them all.
Huh? What are these?
Oui, c'est quoi? C'est les boutons de...
For your safety, please stay away from those objects.
My safety? Are these buttons something dangerous?
Ouais, elle nous a dit que si on appuyait dessus, ça allait exploser.
Not exactly. Lately, there's been a prankster in the Sweet Dream who's been handing out strange button devices to anyone he
Petit
meets.
farceur.
According to those involved, he said something like, "Just press this button and all of Penacony will explode."
C'est ce que j'ai dit. Je crois que j'aurais pu le taire, mais... C'est ce que j'ai dit il y a quelques secondes.
Luckily, no one believed him. Still, the Bloodhound family collected these buttons.
What will happen if you press it?
Well, perhaps you don't know much about Penacony? All the guests here have one thing, and anyway, the family will deal with these things. Please.
D'accord. Donc en fait, vous allez regarder en haut, mais de l'autre côté. Il n'y a pas de coffre. Non. Bon, allez, c'est la quête.
Greetings, madame. What can I do for you?
Hello. Could you tell me more about the Radiant Feldspath?
I assume you are the ambassador of the IPC Strategic Investment Department. It's my honor to assist you.
Ambassadrice.
The Radiant Feldspath is owned by Mr. Odie Alfalfa, head of the Alfalfa family. Mr.
Oh, so it's owned by old Odie himself. No wonder the ship is so lavishly decorated.
Indeed, Mr. Alfalfa has impeccable taste. Only the most please allow me to continue my introduction. The Radiant Feldspath had been cruising over
Reverberation? Such a formal way of putting it. You're really... I apologize. Please.
Following the previous reverberation in the Sweet Dream, the Radiant Feldspath had to thankfully, the factors that disrupted the dreamscape have been resolved. However, due to, well, certain Mr. Alfalfa suggested relocating the Charmony Festival to the Radiant Feldspath.
Ah, well, that would meet the family's needs and also create momentum for Mr. Alfalfa himself. Quite fitting for a legendary tycoon like him. Thank you for explaining matters to me. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Encore 5 outils.
Hello?
Allô? Hello?
The Talent Motivation Department? Again? Internal review? I'm working on a major project. I don't have time to squabble with you guys.
Ergoté, ça veut dire quoi? Attendez, c'est un peu des mots que je connais pas. Ergoté. Trouver à redire sur les points de détail des choses insignifiantes. D'accord.
The way I handled the Urillo case was approved by senior management, and all of the project logs and calls are complete. Can't you check on them yourselves? I just don't understand. Why are you so fixated on this minor case and constantly escalating it?
Sounds exhausting. Why not just hang up?
Sa voix, elle est trop bien.
In my opinion, you handled that project quite well. A little ball of ice in exchange for the Astral Express's good favor. That's not a bad deal for the department. It's been a while, little Yelena.
Yelena.
I've been looking forward to working with you. I never imagined this day would come so soon. Is there trouble? You can tell me anything. Just like old times.
It's been a while, Madam Jade. I'm honored to have the opportunity to work with you.
Dommage qu'en queue de pocket, il y a un perso que je veux, mais sinon je l'aurais invoqué. Elle est trop belle. Ah, elle est trop belle.
You're still so formal, aren't you? Forget about the hierarchy and treat me as your equal. No need for unnecessary titles like Madam.
I'm sorry, but it might take some time to get used to that. After all, you are a senior.
Well, now that we're both members of the 10 Stone Hearts, I need you to be at your best, especially since the upcoming negotiations leave no room for error. As sharp as you are, I'm sure you've figured out the true purpose of this conference, right?
I believe old Oti has taken it upon himself to test our limits before the official negotiations between the IPC and Penacony.
That's true, and it works in our favor. Do you know what—
If we can reach some sort of agreement with old Oti beforehand, and gauge our opponent's boundaries—
Exactly. And the hidden benefit is that as the head of the Alfalfa family, his actions suggest that the 5 lineages might not be as united as the Odes of Harmony, as long as the influence of harmony hasn't completely permeated their core. Personal desires will always have their way. Thankfully, it's similar to the power struggles within the IPC. The supposed all-for-one philosophy shared by the 5 lineages. It's just a slogan now that the Dream Master has—
After the downfall of the Yoke family, old Oti's faction became the dominant force in Penacony. Even if we consider only the succession order, he's the longest serving and most—
Yes. That's exactly why we need to handle the conference following an agreed-upon strategy. It's like playing a game of chess.
Absolutely. The 3 steps of negotiation. Listen, test, and strike. That's what you taught me.
Pretty clear. Although, you seem to have changed the order in the Yarilo case.
That was based on my personal experience.
I apologize for interrupting your conversation, but the family head is ready to meet the ambassador.
Time to get to work. Let's prepare ourselves and meet that esteemed supporting actor. Remember, our goal is to create an opportunity for the IPC to enter Penacony. Aventurine has already made a small opening. And you and I—
C'est où Aventurine? Je le vois moi. Ça tombe, il est avec Ratio, je suis sûre. Waouh. Oh, je peux bien ça. Portez. Waouh.
Welcome aboard my ship, the Radiant Feldspar. Smart and charming ladies. Please, have a seat. Let's have a pleasant conversation.
Il y a des oreilles d'elfe. Pas de coque dans ta salle à la fin. Ton petit, cherche. Oui? Où? Il y en avait un au bord. la ville dehors quand même. Il plus rien. C'est bon, comment il a freiné. Déjà, elle est magnifique.
Welcome aboard, my dear ladies. Forgive me for any lack of attentiveness that might have led to a lengthy wait.
No problem at all, Mr. Alfalfa. It's my honor to meet you in person. You may not be aware, but the book Odi Alfalfa, the biography, is a must-read for all Strategic Investment Department employees.
After all, to many, you are the legendary figure who single-handedly built the Penacony economy.
I expected no less from the 10 Stonehearts from the Strategic Investment. I always enjoy talking to smart people because we don't have to beat around the bush. We can just get straight to the point instead. Since I invite...
The future of Penacony, if I'm not mistaken.
Precisely. Those few words represent a terribly complicated situation indeed. Let's take that golden-haired guy who's not showing up, for example. He put in great effort and almost got himself killed. But what was it all for? Wasn't it eventually to create an opportunity for you IPC to regain control of the precious Astana?
The wisdom and experience you've accumulated over 10 Amber Eras are truly impressive. Let's assume your assumptions are correct, Mr. Alfalfa. How would you respond to the IPC's actions?
I appreciate your composure, Miss Jade. You must have witnessed much in your worldly experiences. However, perhaps you don't know much about Penacony.
Please, go ahead. I'm all ears.
Il y a eu un gros blanc. Je sais pas ce qui s'est passé, mais il y a eu un gros blanc.
Then I'll be straightforward. I requested this meeting before the official conference to dissuade the Strategic Investment Department from trying to lay a finger on Pinnacle. If you back off now, you can make a smooth exit and prevent the IPC from losing face during more important negotiations.
One of our P45 executives was attacked and nearly killed in the dreamscape. The IPC can't simply ignore this incident. Moreover, considering the turbulence during the Charmony Festival, Penacony's credibility has taken a hit in the public's eyes.
J'avoue ouais, que Sunday, Aventurine, elle a failli crever, il a été laissé comme ça. Heureusement qu'il y avait un gentil.
Despite your determined attitude, the issues plaguing Penacony are real, are they not?
You used the term real, Miss Topaz, but let's not forget that this is the realm of dreams. If you want to succeed here, you need to be curious about how I plan to respond to the IPC? Well, I don't mind sharing. My actions will help Penacony take a significant step forward by self-listing and going public.
Privatiser le pays des rêves.
Going public?
Voilà, merci.
If I'm not mistaken, you want to bypass the IPC and go public on a universal scale.
Precisely. Instead of watching the IPC gnaw away at Penacony, I'd prefer to open the doors of the sweet dream to the entire universe. Starting today, anyone in the cosmos can become a shareholder of the land of the dreams. This is the path of harmony I'll choose. This reform should have been implemented earlier, but unfortunately, the Oak family were a bunch of blockheads blinded by order. Their level of intellectual flexibility doesn't even come close to an
Une
old
bande de
fellow
têtes de
like
bois
me.
obsédées par l'ordre.
Thanks to the little reverberation earlier, the biggest obstacle between me and my reforms has been eliminated. The Alfalfa family will publicize the financial results of Sweet Dream Paradise, so that the entire universe can see that despite the catastrophe, Penacony still holds immense potential and opportunities, and that the family remains...
Crisis and opportunity are two sides of the same coin. So, you've been waiting for the right moment for Penacony to regain the spotlight. And if Penacony should seize this opportunity to overcome adversity, even if the IPC tries to intervene, every move we make will be scrutinized by trillions of people.
Now I'm convinced that you've indeed familiarized yourself with my biography, Miss Jade. So, about your next move. Please.
Indeed. We need some time to digest such a wealth of information. I suggest we conclude the first half of our conference, Mr. Alfalfa. Please allow Topaz and me to confer privately for a few moments, and to respond on behalf of the IPC later.
Of course. Take your time, dear.
The Alfalfa family had a meeting with the IPC?
I got this information from a message sent by that IPC ambassador. He said it was to return the favor.
S'il vous plaît.
It's not hard to imagine. Penacony today is pretty much like the frontier prison it once was, with external forces casting greedy eyes and the under. Instead of falling into a situation where they are plagued by both external and internal threats, Penacony would rather take a step back and invite the IPC to negotiate.
Well, no wonder they sought the mediation from the Astral Express. In your opinion, who should we stand behind?
La CPI. Je suis CPI, moi.
I don't think the followers of the Harmony are completely innocent victims in all of this. For reasons unknown, they have a strong desire to smooth things over, which leads to speculation about their motives. If either the family or IPC were to assume full control of Penacony, it would return to its previous illusory dream of hedonism, and the efforts of those previous nameless would once again go to waste.
Et comme d'habitude, on va être impartial, on va rester sur notre, on va soutenir personne au fond, on va soutenir réellement personne, on va foncer, enfin moi je vais foncer tête baissée.
There you are. Did you rest well?
Oui, je me suis bien reposée.
I didn't disturb you since you were in a deep sleep.
J'ai l'impression d'avoir... Ouais, elle est où, Nico? Je n'ai pas voulu te déranger. Et t'aurais pu venir me réveiller avec un bisou, franchement. T'aurais pu.
Ah, she went to negotiate with the family as a representative of the crew.
D'accord.
She'll contact us once her arrangements are ready.
Yo, Bouti. Sont où tout le monde, là? Acheron, tout le monde, ils sont tous où?
After Anna's dream was shattered, the family branch from the Montour system soon arrived and swiftly took control of the situation. Most members of the Oak family fell unconscious, but fortunately, their lives were...
The mastermind behind the plans was confirmed to be Gopher Wood, the previous Dream Master. But by the time we arrived, he was dead.
Voilà.
He'll face a trial. As for further details, the family would rather not disclose them.
Il va être jugé. On peut aller le sauver et le récupérer avec nous. J'ai l'impression de dire ça chaque fois qu'il y a un personnage qui m'intéresse. Peut venir avec nous. Avec une petite voix toute adorable. Peut venir avec nous.
Ultimately, the public perceived the incident as an attack by evil forces targeting the Charmony Festival. They believe the family failed to safeguard the sweet dream. While quite different from the truth, this appears to be the outcome with the least...
After all, you don't know who's awake and who's pretending to be asleep. Well, they'll open their eyes in the face of danger. Once the danger subsides, they'll embrace the sweet dream again. Here's a toast, with 3 glasses of glory of the Trailblaze to all of you.
Si, qu'est-ce que tu fais là toi aussi? Non mais travaille ici, idiot. Bon.
Yeah, it's good to see you all again. Although we might be saying goodbye again after this reunion.
Pourquoi il est pas jouable? Pourquoi il est pas jouable? Oh, elle est trop bien.
When will the Astral Express leave Penacony?
C'est pas... Tu veux venir avec nous? Je dis oh, on a besoin d'un barman à l'Astral Express. Viens avec nous, s'il te plaît.
We'll stay a bit longer, but not too long.
On peut rester là longtemps. De toute façon, moi je vais rester là longtemps jusqu'à ce que la prochaine planète arrive. Voilà.
So, this is our final meeting then? If this is a farewell, then it seems to be missing something.
Je dis des conneries parce que non, en fait, dans la 2.4, on retourne au fou. Moi, je vais avoir un petit doigt, mais... Oh. Il y a qui manque quelque chose. Qu'est-ce qui manque?
Music? Atmosphere? Ah, maybe a special drink to honor those who are not here.
Une boisson spéciale en l'honneur des absents. On va se bourrer la gueule.
Let's see. The mixed drink should be solemn, dignified, and unique. To the nameless, resting in peace.
Non,
and to Gallagher.
Non, non. Mais non. Arrêtez de rappeler que Gallagher est mort. Et où David, il est là. Oh, je sais même plus parler. Discuter avec eux. On va y aller, on va discuter avec eux. Marche! Oui, oui, ça va se terminer bien. Regarde, on va boire un coup avec Shodan.
Ready to mix your drink?
Que demander de mieux? Prêt à préparer ta boisson, Kenneth? Mais oui!
I'm not sure. I haven't seen him since our last meeting at the lounge. Come to think of it, he always did come and go. We used to discuss everything here. But every time he'd leave, I'd realize that I didn't know him at all. Such is the mystery that is Gallagher. I have a hunch. Perhaps he's already fulfilled his wishes and won't be coming back. Before we start, would you like to talk to your friends? We have plenty of time.
Ça ira, mais ton nom au travail,
All right, as you wish. Huh.
Mais oui.
I think I have an idea about what drink to make. Would you like it? Drowning sweetness. One of the most challenging drinks to make. A slight imbalance in the ingredients can result in an However, with the right ratios, you get a uniquely sweet drink. Not a bad choice. Let's start mix.
Ouais, je peux en refaire? Je peux en refaire? Je peux en refaire des boissons? Oui! Prenez petit verre à pied. Hop. Voilà. Suivant. Peu de glaçons. Peu de glaçons. Confiture onirique x2. Confiture onirique x2. Là. 1, 2. Crème de lait sucré. Crème de lait sucré. Une. On mélange ou pas? Non, c'est pas marqué. Tac. Un oiseau en origami. Oui. Et voilà. Wow.
Words always fall short. If you want to bring closure to past events at this lounge, there's no better way than mixing a drink.
Mais il va rester ce bar.
Blend all your memories and emotions together and stir them well. Through the filter of time. Well, it's done. Here's to the nameless resting in peace. And to my friend Gallagher.
Mon ami aussi Gallagher. Heureusement que je l'ai dans ma team.
The spirit of freedom will spread far and wide among the stars, and its legacy will be more timeless than a pastoral song. We're not accepted by the outside world, so we've gathered here. And one day, our souls will return to the same place. Cheers.
Santé. Qui c'est qui m'appelle? Enfin, qui c'est qui m'envoie un message? Ah. Mesdames et messieurs, le moment est venu d'embarquer à bord du voilà, hein. Radieux, pardon. Tu viens de terminer. Retournons-nous plus tard sur le pont à bord du vaisseau. 11. Quoi, 11? À toutes. Hein? 11. Eh, 11. Je suis en route. Voilà, qu'est-ce que... Ah. Ils sont tous partis. Ils sont partis sans moi pendant que je discutais. Dites au revoir. Bon. Sioban, on s'en va.
Oh, are you leaving?
Oui,
Oh, then take this with you.
Qu'est-ce que c'est? Oh.
I've mixed more of this last special drink for you. The past shouldn't be forgotten. So I hope it brings...
Thank you. I'm sure it'll leave a lasting impression.
If you happen to run into Gallagher, make sure he has a sip too. I know his tastes, and he'll be thrilled.
Si jamais vous croisez Gallagher... Si on le recroisait pas...
Alright, enough with the heavy stuff. You guys have important things. Whether it's the Astral Express or Penacony, there's still a long journey ahead. So let's lift our spirits, guys, and embark towards our tomorrows.
Mais ça va pas, non? Mais faut pas lui dire ça! Si on le croisait pas, non mais dis donc...
Old Odie is a tricky opponent. I didn't expect him to take the risky step of going public at such a critical moment for Penacony.
Indeed. He's definitely bold. It's that kind of boldness that made him the Odie Alfalfa he is today. Still, the outcome is uncertain. Shouting loud doesn't necessarily carry any weight. What about the phone call
They agreed. But it'll take some time before they arrive.
Qui? Il va mettre du temps à arriver. Qui? Aventurine?
Just as it should be. The sweet dew should be served after the bitter poison.
Poison amer.
Looks like we'll be skipping the exchanging apples step this time around.
Now that we're dealing with a greedy merchant, a simple apple wouldn't make a difference. Well, I guess now I'm a bit curious, Topaz. Do you think Penacony is a quality asset?
Est-ce que tu considères que Penacony est un bien qui en vaut le coup?
Yes. Despite its recent calamity, Penacony remains a top quality asset within the cosmos, with good credit, lucrative potential, and promising prospects.
Well, that's obvious. But what I truly wanted to know is, this project is obviously too bland for your taste.
That's true. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for Aventurine.
But despite that, you trust him. You even entrusted him with a cornerstone. Something as precious as life itself, to finish this game.
Are you not in the same boat, Miss Jade? Without us playing along, your jade stone wouldn't have made it across the border so easily, allowing you to see all desires that flow through dreams to gain a... And that's why I'm willing to stake my topaz stone to cover for you.
Once that kid sets his mind to something, nothing can stop him. Not even fate. Well, at least he's still alive, and that's the best outcome.
Par contre, il est toujours en vie. Bon, après ça, c'était pas sans le savait. Hein.
Looks like we've strayed off topic, Miss Jade. Should we discuss our next steps?
Surtout que Boutine ne l'a pas tiré dessus.
No need. I'll go it alone. Meanwhile, you can go greet our honored guest and wait for my message.
Hey.
Is that Robin? Huh. She's also here on the Radiant Feldspar.
Je vais couper cet endroit-là. Comme ça, je vais laisser un petit peu de suspense. Oh, il est beau son téléphone. Oh my god, il est trop beau.